Hello everyone, and welcome to the Kiwi and Vegemite Sandwich podcast. We have a lovely show lined up for you today. Our first seller is Frank. What are you selling us today?
Yeah, well, you see, I've got a really old pepper shaker. It's made of ceramics and it's got a picture of a tiny dog on it. It causes psychological damage to anyone who gazes upon it. You can film it alright, you just can't look at it. What would you appraise it at?
Ooh, I'd put it at a crisp 500,000, but let's get our appraiser Zachary over here. Zachary, come in here.
Well, thank you, Thomas. Let me take a look at it. Well, my goodness, I seem to have gone mad from staring at it. But this is no madness when I tell you my price. I'd have to say that's worth at least $1 million.
Ooh,
1 million?
It's
You're
quite a lot,
joking
no.
on
Rich.
your boy.
It's pretty insane. Just like me after staring at the dog.
I told you not to look.
Well, I had to look at it to
Johnny
know how much
good.
it was worth, didn't I?
Oh, enjoy the rest of the show, everyone. We'll be right back.
Yes, thank you. So, guys, how
That's
are
the
we
intro.
feeling about Doritos?
Doritos. Give me
I had a-
my cheesy dust.
What is our favorite flavors? I am a cheese supreme man. The red bag. We love the red bag.
Cheese supreme. Give me my red fingers. Give me my red dust. My red cheese dust. Yum yum yum.
Ooh,
Yes.
ooh,
Maybe a bit of
I'm a bit
salsa,
of a,
but that cheesy supreme.
I'm a bit of a Cool Ranch boy myself. I like the non-specific tomato spice flavor. That's something
Yes,
to
it
me.
is, yeah.
What is a Cool Ranch?
I don't know. It's like vague spicy herbed tomato. I think.
It's
But
like
it's good.
it's
Oh,
like the ranch that like your cooler cousins go to.
It's
Yeah.
cool
Cooler.
ranch.
Yes.
We bit cooler.
As with last episode, this podcast is sponsored by us.
Yes.
We all have extreme amounts of money going into it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, PDF, you know.
The whole 12 views we have. That
15.
Guys,
15,
we're
15,
practically
sorry.
skyrocketing.
I'm being corrected.
And 3 on Spotify, so that's like 8. Oh, by the way, check out our Spotify.
We're
link in
losing
the
money.
description. We're hemorrhaging! What?
All of the $1 million
I'm gonna have
that
to-
we spent on that insane dog statue.
Oh man, that's
was a
all
pepper
coming out of
shaker.
the.
It was quite a
It was a
lot.
pepper shake.
We simply needed.
Why are you putting a?
I tried
Sorry,
to get.
Zach's just sent a link.
Listen, I tried to get
I'll
I
put it
tried to
over
listen
the
to some
audio.
excellent music while we did our podcasting, but it simply did not work.
Stardew Valley soundtracks with rain and nature sounds. Zach, this is not.
Listen,
I would have turned
Guys,
it down
I don't
anyway.
I don't mean to bewilder you, but during the filming of the first podcast, that's what we were listening to.
And I had it turned down.
And you know what?
Yeah, I also had to.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just so that we don't have deafening silence ringing in our ears, you know?
But I had deafening
Yeah.
silence besides the conversation.
Listen, I have a little thing called... well, you know, some people have tinnitus, so maybe you should have considered it, you know?
Mum and Dad are arguing. I'm scared.
That's fine.
I don't need to listen to music. I've just got tinnitus to keep me company. Yeah.
Guys, this has been the entire podcast. Thank
I
you so
will
much
be
for
the
watching.
ringing in your
That's
ears.
it. That's it. Podcast over. We're all
Guys,
going on.
it was a great run. One episode, we loved to see it.
We loved to see it.
We loved to see it. Love it, love it, love it.
We put all that effort into that intro. We did so much work.
Yeah,
So much
that whole
work.
one take that we did was crazy.
Bro, one take one.
Yeah, that's all we need.
We are one take one.
That's all we
Etc.
need. One take. We could have probably done it better, but.
Listen. We can't tell. We can't
No
be too
regrets.
meta in this podcast. People come to this podcast because they accidentally found it. You know, they don't come here for our meta humor.
Our
They come here because they
brilliant
somehow accidentally
personalities
stumble upon it.
and
Yeah, our shining
Opinions.
personalities. Yeah.
Guys, if you're here from the last podcast, please, for the love of God, comment, because I need to know which one person
Zach
has
needs validation.
carried
Are
on
you
to the next
okay?
person.
Is everything alright at home?
Yeah. If this is what you have willingly chosen to listen to after listening to the first one,
God's sake.
you need something done.
And welcome back.
Get checked
And
for
yeah, welcome back.
And welcome back.
Yes.
We love you so much. Thank you for supporting us.
But please get help.
Yes.
But also we love you, so thanks.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Keep our egos afloat.
We'll be your comfort, white men.
Comfort boys. Let's go.
Comforting, we're very comfortable
Very
boys.
comforting boys.
Yeah.
Okay, Frank. keep it.
Oh,
Not that.
damn it!
Keep it real, guys.
Hostile architecture.
Yo!
Zooey mama.
Wow. Me win. Interesting segue.
Imagine hating homeless people.
Couldn't be me. Could be
me.
America.
True. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's a lot
oh,
of-
America. Oh, jeez. That's...
It's quite bad.
Yes, and... You just see any video online of people going about cities. It is hard to miss in any American city the homeless population.
Yes.
And the way, yeah, obviously the hostile architecture really moves them into certain areas, and they have to keep getting moved out of areas, but they end up congregating anyway. And I mean, you wonder why they don't just try and solve the homeless problem rather than just moving the problem on. But you know, it's U.S. government be like.
U.S. government be like, pay $20,000 for a checkup.
Yeah,
Sir, please, my testicles
Time.
get sore. Do not make me pay 20,000.
free healthcare. What's that?
What's the deal with free healthcare?
What's the deal with free healthcare? I could just pay for private health insurance and get all the coverage.
Exactly.
Instead of having a branch of the government that pays for it, we pay for it.
Speaking of a segue that happened in my mind and wasn't at all part of the conversation, I thought so I had a trip to like Auckland once, and I remembered seeing a homeless person, and I was thinking in my head, I was like, I feel like I gave them money, but then I remembered to myself, no, like a fool, I had donated a $20 note to the airport, not to a homeless person. Because the airport really needed it, and
Oh, yeah.
I definitely...
The aeropuerto.
The airport. But I kind of gave $20 to an airport, and then, like, after we left the airport, we were walking, and I saw a homeless person, and I was like, probably could use that more than the fucking airport, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, $20.
I mean, you could have taken it back.
I'd put it in a, like, one of those, like,
it's like-
donation boxes.
What
There's no-
what
there's
is
no
it that
getting
people
it.
say? It's probably probably better off just getting them food rather
Yeah,
than giving
well, I
them
mean,
money
yeah.
though.
But I also was 10, so I wouldn't have known any better.
Funny thing, in America, it's actually illegal in a lot of places to give food to homeless people.
Oh, that's right as well.
That's stupid, bro.
I mean, like, poison and stuff, but that doesn't.
Yeah,
really
but you know
extend.
what? The money buys drugs, which is poison. So, maybe think about that next
Whoa.
time.
What's the real poison?
Hey, woke liberals,
That's work.
I'm with you. Guys, we get each other. These
Oh my
liberals
God.
and me, I think we're gonna get along just fine.
These liberals in me.
You know Marley and me? It was actually originally liberals and me. But it didn't do well in the polls, so... They changed.
Hashtag Pokemon go to the polls, am I right?
Bro, at work today, this, like, one of my fellow employees was deadass just playing Pokemon Go during his break.
Most of my co-workers play Pokemon Go in like
Bro,
every
the-
waking moment.
In the year of our Lord and Savior, 2022, what the hell these people be doing playing Pokemon Go?
Yeah, that's fair. I'd be playing Pokemon. I used to.
I played it
yeah,
when
I-
it first came out, and then I got rid of it. Like 80 to 90% of the human population.
I simply lack the appeal or just understanding the appeal. I'm
not a mobile
Wouldn't it just
gamer.
get so boring after?
Yeah, because like they don't have any of like the cool attacks that they do in normal Pokemon. It's just like the
That's what I mean. I'd rather
attack
play
or the
like
charging
regular.
attack. Yeah, I'd rather play
Pokemon
like
game
Fire
than
Red
Pokemon Go.
or Element Color, you know?
Nothing that came out in the last month. Wink, wink.
I don't.
Bazinga, bazinga, bazinga,
Topical.
bazinga.
I don't. I used to play Pokemon Go to go for walks and whatnot.
And that side of it I see as valid,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I also don't see a lot of people doing that. Because
And it's funny though, 'cause like I stopped playing Pokemon Go and now I just go on walks anyway.
yeah, anyway. And then you got the people who are like driving around cars with Pokemon Go trying to catch
That's-
Pokemon. To the
The
point
amount
they
of
have
deaths-
to add warning screens when you're moving too quickly.
Bro, the amount of deaths that have probably occurred from Pokemon Go is... there's probably some other obscure thing that we could compare it to that probably has less deaths. Like,
And I couldn't tell you more.
getting squished by an anvil. There are probably more people that get killed by playing Pokemon Go than get squished
At least
by
that's
anvils.
comedic.
Good choice of words using squished.
Squished.
I think isn't that a thing? It's like more people are killed by falling vending machines than sharks.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of people like a strangely like not minimal amount of people die from falling vending machines.
So think about that next time your Kit Kat gets stuck. It might not be worth it.
I think in a similar vein against Shark, it was like cows and like falling coconuts, like people getting killed more than sharks.
Oh
and stuff
yeah.
as well. There's numerous of those like.
Guys,
like,
sharks
what do you
sharks
call
are
it?
just like
Chance
spiders. If you leave
death
them alone,
things.
they'll leave you alone. You know.
Yeah.
Factual.
Also, dude,
Don't-
I don't mean to like hit you with a fact that kind of doesn't sound real. I'd have to believe that 100% of shark-related injuries happen in water. So if you just don't go in water, you can't get attacked by sharks.
Just don't go in water. You'll be right. Yeah, that's
Hey,
why
also-
obviously you have a lower chance of getting attacked by one.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean,
oh,
guys,
wait.
have you seen Sharknado?
100%
I mean, I was wrong actually. I forgot about
Oh my
Sharknado.
god.
That's my bad.
Also, hey, I will say as well though, 100% of people who drink water die at some point. So
This is
don't drink
Oof.
water.
Oof.
Just watching.
Shee.
I love statistics. They make me so happy.
Yes.
They show me the truth, which is probably sometimes worse. But I mean, truth.
Dude,
Truth is good.
spiders are dangerous as hell. 100% of people who have seen a spider have also died. Coincidence?
Australians
I
would
think
like
not.
to talk to you.
Well, I've never seen a spider. So
Oh, I've never seen a spider in my life. Yeah.
Hey, listen, you don't. I'm not saying that people who haven't seen it, like anyone who has seen a spider has died, but that doesn't mean that you won't die because you haven't seen a spider. You know?
Well, yeah, but with what you've stated, that would be correct because that's.
Is
makes
it
seem like causality.
statistically
No, listen,
possible for someone to have their entire existence without seeing a spider?
I'm just saying that. I'm not saying that people. Listen, I'm saying that 100% of people who have seen a spider have died. I'm not saying that people who haven't seen a spider, like, have died as well. I'm just saying that anyone who has seen a spider has died.
So you're just saying that those are two completely unrelated facts.
Yes, but some people.
So it's like.
It's like the difference between correlation and causation, you know? It's like.
Mm.
The two things that I've said are both correct facts. That doesn't mean that they're,
Yeah.
like, caused by each other.
Yeah. Okay.
But, yeah.
I don't know, I guess it's just when you say it in a format of like, oh, this amount of people have done this, they died.
Guys, 100%
That
of car-related injuries have happened
that
while
insinuates
people have been
causality.
in cars. All I'm saying.
Oh, dude, an actually funny one is like a high percentage of car accidents happened because of a failure to stop. It's like, well, yeah, That's
Yeah. Well,
that makes sense. Like, yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
shit.
I feel like we're really bringing the thunder on this.
We're,
podcast.
No,
we're
we
really brought
definitely
it in
are.
today.
Yeah. Listen. Have you ever seen lightning? How do we know it's real?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what the fuck,
What?
guys? I want to see
What do you
lightning.
mean?
Like the have you
Well,
seen
you
like
not
the
seen
actual have you seen like the actual like fork of lightning
Yeah.
coming out of the sky?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
We live
But
in a
have you
place
never seen
that
Guys, guess I'm going to Australia.
storms.
Yeah, we're right on the tropical edge. We see storms.
Bro,
Quite
literally
frequently too. It's
never seen
it's
lightning
actually this
in my
time of
life.
year. We're in storm season now.
Guys,
Yes,
you
Australian
can't convince
summer
me
is
that
storm
lightning
season.
is real because I've never seen it.
Well, you can't convince me that you're.
But you've
right.
heard it.
But you've seen pictures.
You've
and-
heard the
and videos
thunder.
of it. So that kind of disproves your little theory, doesn't it?
Can I give a Thomas comprehensive movie review? And by comprehensive, I mean I'm gonna butcher every detail of it.
Of what movie?
Wait, what?
Cars 2.
Oh,
yeah.
of course. I mean, do go on.
So, the boys have watched Cars 2. It was my first time watching it, and it is very, I like it. It was a good movie.
Yes. For some reason,
Yes,
a lot of
yeah,
people
I
don't like
did
it,
enjoy
and those people are wrong.
Well, it's like I think Zach said it's a generic car movie, a generic spy movie, but it's made better with cars.
Yeah,
Generic
like
car
if it was just like a movie that happened to have, if it was like a generic spy movie that also for some reason happened to have a racing subplot and wasn't attached to the Cars brand and it was all people, it would be like a really boring movie. But the fact that it's like cars but spies for some reason this time, I think
Yeah.
is what is like so charming about it. But for people that were like, man, Cars 1, I loved the theme and the vibe and the genre
Yeah,
of all of that.
that's what I was.
And then they go into Cars
about.
2 looking for the same experience, they will be disappointed.
I'll admit, when I learned that like Lightning McQueen wasn't like he was still definitely there, but it wasn't like the main focus wasn't the racing anymore. Well,
Yeah.
it's like it was still main plot line, but Lightning McQueen, I was kind of sad.
It's like,
Oh.
sorry guys, this is a Tomb Raider but without the story.
Without this is a made it story.
Well, and I feel like that same sentiment is like people expecting like some sort of deeper theme to the film, like the first one. I think that's just the state of modern Pixar under Disney, because you got Incredibles 2 and it's like the same situation. Like Incredibles 1, brilliant film. You watch the second one, you're like, kind of just
You're
making
like,
a
huh.
sequel for making
I guess
a
this.
sequel.
I guess
There's no
hey
like
guys, at least it
underlying
looks better.
theme I see. It kind of ignores the first film in a
yeah.
way.
Because like the second cast, I mean, at least I guess it's got the theme of like, don't change for other people.
Yeah, I know, but that seemed pretty more surface level compared
Yeah,
to the other
yeah,
film.
fair.
But that's a personal
the
opinion.
Cars
That's
1
a
is just
personal
don't be an
opinion. You don't have to
arsehole.
agree, but yeah, I mean,
Cars 1
I mean,
teaches
that's
us
a
a valuable lesson,
Plotline.
which is don't be an asshole, and Incredibles 1 teaches
but I
us
don't
a
I
valuable lesson
don't
called
have
don't
any
be
problems
super.
with the second film though. Don't get me wrong. It's
Don't be super.
it's
Don't
a
be
wrong-
super. If everyone's super, then no one is. So just don't be super, so that the people
Don't
that
be
are super can
super.
stay super.
Wouldn't the first Incredibles movie be more along the lines of like, be who you are, like accepting the person that you are and using what you have?
I
Like
feel
we're
that
incredible podcast hosts, so we're gonna make a podcast.
Great question.
well, you could say it's more Syndrome's story, and like the whole idea of hero syndrome, where people create situations to like fake situations to save people from, and like
It's about politics.
yeah, it's like heroes doing it out of their own goodwill, and then you got people doing hero work, but they're creating problems on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that was the more theme about it.
It's like fucking prank YouTubers and their stage with the prince.
Yeah, you got yeah. I forgot half of the
Prank TV. I don't.
people.
Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm gonna be
We
throwing
should
a
start a
pie in
prank
this
channel.
random guy's face.
Damn, you blowing up this man's car and house and wife.
Hee hee hee. Yep.
Man.
Consider that house.
I blew up his house and fucked his wife.
Aha!
This podcast really is
Guys, swear warning.
off the chain.
Peak content.
P content.
Guys, podcast starts with a P, and he said P-cast. I think that's funny.
My pee cuss out.
I cursed out my pee from my pee hole.
So,
I know you didn't hear on the call, but I made a pissing noise.
guys,
Oh,
guys,
good. Well, the podcast will hear it.
Yeah.
Pixar be crazy.
And each time I have a sip of water.
Yeah, Pixar Disney be wildin'.
They don't mean wild.
Guys, have we seen The Princess and the Frog?
Frank and I started.
We started watching,
but
we didn't get
finish it.
all the way through it, and I hadn't watched it previously, so I can't really comment much on it.
But what
But
do you
it-
think
it
of
was
We
a-
Got Friends on the Other Side?
Good.
It was good, yeah, good.
Well, actually, you're wrong because it has a really boring bit in the middle. So
Oh.
it only
I don't know if I got that far.
no, it's literally like near the start of the movie. It's just the fact that you know where he like sits them down at the table and like reads their future.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the song. The official song has the like middle part where he explains their futures to them in the song. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like
it's
1 minute of song, 30 seconds of exposition to a movie you're not watching it if you're just listening to the OST, and then a minute of song.
yeah, but it's like when he says it's the green you need. He's talking about being a frog.
Yeah, but
The
And then on the
yeah,
town
but
guy,
that
he's
part
sitting on a
is
lily
good. But there's like slow parts where he's like talking about like the butlers,
Hurry it
past,
up!
present, and future. It's like, oops,
think-
don't care about the butler.
Yeah, I think that says a lot about modern entertainment. I think you've been conditioned to.
I think that I'm allowed to have an opinion, and I think that you are trying to silence me on my own free speech.
Okay, well, freedom of speech is freedom of response. Therefore, you can go fuck yourself.
Oops. Brilliant, fellas, brilliant.
Well, we've really. Oh god, and there's still like 10 minutes left. Oh no.
Guys,
I don't know how we're gonna do this.
it's so simple. We've already been podcasting. We just need to be podcasting for a little bit longer.
Oh yeah, I figured out what podcast means, by the way.
Oh, please.
You figured
do
it out,
tell.
or did you look it up?
I mean, I looked it up, but
Yeah,
I figured it out.
he couldn't have figured it out without looking it up.
That's what I meant.
Otherwise it wouldn't have been the truth.
Damn it, not the truth.
No, not the
it's-
truth on
it's-
my
We're
problem.
supposed to be opinionnated bastards.
Sure.
Okay, well then I just won't say it.
No, 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 tell
no,
us.
it's too late now. No, we're past the point of understanding
You know
what a podcast is.
No, you know, it'll be episode 3. Episode 3.
Ah, but
Guys,
It'll come out next week.
Guys, next week we'll tell you what a fucking podcast is.
Well, no, because it's actually got it's like the pod. It's not like a pot of beans like we were talking about.
Yeah,
I said it was a
just
pot
like-
of whales, actually. So.
Yeah, but then you said beans.
I
No,
said
you guys said beans. You
I
guys
said beans.
talked so much about beans.
Okay,
Beans
well
are
basically,
cool.
point is, I know what the pod means, and we'll talk about it next episode. Now, it's just gonna be the linking thing
Great.
to show that we are actually people and we do think about stuff other than the podcast.
Wait, guys, we should have some form of time travel in our next podcast. So we should like send a message to our future selves or something. It's like,
Wouldn't that
or like we end
make
it and we're like, it's like, I guess I'm the one, and then we end it, and then the next one is like, who finishes the sentence? Oh snap, baby girl! You'll never guess. You'll never guess what happened. I traveled a week in the future for you.
Wait, sorry. I just want to point out that when you mentioned the time travel, you said sending a message to your future self.
No, it's just a continuation of the message, but in the future.
Oh, okay. So you're just
Like
so
you
you're being
know,
an asshole and
you
not
know,
finishing the sentence.
you know, bro. There are so many like movies and stuff where it's like, so basically, I went and I told him, and then it's like cuts to like a whole different scene where they're like in the planning room or like in the action room. It's like to stuff it, and it's like I don't know about that.
And then he stuffed it.
I mean, Megamind kind of did that, where the start of the movie was actually like the final act of the movie, but then it was like, oh, let's take it back a bit.
Bro, that's literally just every. So you're probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah,
It all started a long time ago.
I'm pretty sure there's a number of movies that actually do that.
Yes, such as the one that started all of the tropes, with being
Hey,
the record scratch, and it's like,
You're probably wondering how I ended up in all this mess. Well, it all started zippity 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 zap.
and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna watch the not the original Blair Witch Project, but the remake Blair Witch. And I think next podcast I can give a. While I'm watching it, I'll have a notepad open.
Oh, yeah.
Comprehensive thoughts and feelings.
Great.
So then we can.
Guys,
do
the next time you hear me,
movie.
I will sound the exact same.
Be dead. He will be.
Oh, nice.
Nice. He'll be.
Wow. He sounds like himself.
Just gonna put like a terrible filter on you. next podcast. Start next
Please.
podcast.
Robo-Zack.
No, oh my god, please.
Yeah, I'll just like weird modulation on it. Make it all wibbly wobbly. I gotta mark that timestamp so I can do wibbly wobbly myself.
You're so silly.
That's a monster.
I like it. So it's gonna make the noise, and then I gotta add that after.
Yeah, I'm gonna put an effect on my voice that makes it wibbly wobbly.
And then yes. So that's one of those things that like it happened in the
It's
future,
comedic.
but we're talking about it in the present, which is the past now, but it's already
I mean, it's more just a note to the editing
Future.
Thomas. I mean, it wasn't like last episode we said like it's like, oh, we've got a little boy in a closet doing the editing. It's me.
Yeah.
I'm the little boy in the
Yeah.
closet. It's a metaphorical closet of my mind. It's all
It's
metaphor.
his mind closet.
My mind closet. You know how it is.
Who needs a mind
Everyone's got
palace
one.
when you have a mind closet? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's all you need.
We're all brains trapped in a skull closet.
Damn, that's really
Do you ever think
deep.
about
Man.
not saying things?
Wait, what?
Do you ever think about not speaking sometimes?
But if you didn't speak, how would we get?
But I'm
so
perfectly
famous?
valid.
How would we have 1/3 of the podcast? Ugh.
So true. Erg.
Yeah, but I'm not wrong. Come on.
Guys, my favorite color is green.
Green's not a creative color, as they say.
Yes, well, I don't care what a damn notebook tells me. It doesn't need to be a creative color for me to enjoy it.
I know.
Man.
I just felt
because
like
just because I'm a
quoting
yellow
Scared.
man doesn't mean just because I'm a yellow guy who gets tortured a lot, who also thinks that a butterfly is a baby pigeon.
Dude,
Only if.
You know.
sorry, I gotta get this out there.
Mhm.
My mum listened to the first episode. She's gonna have no clue what's going on. And I'm gonna have to explain.
Bro, it's insane that she probably.
You're gonna
like-
traumatize my mother.
Bro, we talked about like video games in the first one.
Yeah, well, you're mentioning an online web series that
Sure.
is very.
Show
what's
it to
the
her.
word? Yeah, okay.
Simple as.
Now, Thomas.
These boys in your GA made me watch a scary video. Yeah, what's up?
What did your mother think about you and Frank having your little Asian bit last episode?
Was there any comments?
No, I don't think we've gotten any comments.
No, it was just
I don't
it was just saying first, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, don't spoiler it, Jesus.
You doxed
What do you mean? What are we? I'm so confused, man.
It's okay, I'll blur out the audio when you say.
Oh, thank God.
Sorry,
I thought that he'd
I'll
use
garble.
just his YouTube channel. That's my bad.
Actually, yeah, but it'll be funny if I do it now anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Now they'll never know.
Now they'll never.
Oh, I guess technically they wouldn't know because we've never used his username. I see.
Well, yeah,
I
but
see.
there's only one comment on the video and it says first.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And I mean,
Well.
you can follow the conversation clues as to who it is.
It's yeah. Well,
But it's funny if I still blur it out, because then it's like, alright, mysterious. It's a funny bit, but now I've acknowledged it, so it's not gonna be fun.
guys, what I said was that it was my wife.
Thanks, Boris.
Guys, we've
I
divorced.
I couldn't hold that together. Damn it.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be one of those things, just like the sequel just is not as good as the first one.
Bro, none of them are gonna be. They're all gonna be as good as each other. Okay. You seem to be holding episode 1 as an on the top of an untouchable pedestal. When
Well,
the start of it is so absolutely forced. Like it could not have gotten more forced.
Yeah, I mean.
But that is
sounds
just
like
how.
an antique roadshow
Hey,
sketch.
people! Anyone thinking about starting their own podcast, you gotta keep this in mind. You can have good chemistry. You can have good topics. You can have good real life conversations.
You can
Your
even
your
just not be white guys.
your podcast is still gonna feel forced until you get into the rhythm of how a podcast, like the formula of a podcast goes. That's
Precisely.
just business, baby.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be good at everything you do on the first try of doing it. Some people can, but not everyone is as talented as us.
We're just yet to hit our stride.
Well,
Oh wait, no, we've hit our stride.
No,
already. Never mind.
we've hit our peak and we're swiftly falling.
We're peaked on
downhill.
episode 2.
on episode 2, that's it. It's never gonna be a third.
Oh god, it's downhill from here. What?
Yeah, he keeps trying to say it's only downhill from here, and we keep not giving him a reason to do that. He has to keep retconning his own decisions. It's like, oops, actually, I was Jamaican the whole
Working
time
in the lab late one night.
when suddenly whatever monster, he did the
Monster
mash.
Mash was a real man's poo. We gotta do a Christmas special.
Bro, there are so many songs that reference a song that's better than the song that they are.
Like,
I can think of at least 2. The first one is best song ever, where they're like, we danced all night to the best song ever. We knew every line. Now we can't remember. So they were listening to a song that was better than the song that they made. And then also that Jack Black song where they're like, this isn't the best song ever. This is just
tribute.
a tribute.
wait, yeah, no, because it was a tribute to the song that they played, but they don't remember it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just a tribute to the best song ever.
It's not the greatest song in the world. It's just tribute.
Okay, Frank, you gotta calm down. We're gonna get a copyright strike.
Oh shit.
Like,
you're
with how
singing-
exact that song
Shit.
is.
But
I've been called Jack Black
Susan's
before
gonna
in
have us out
public.
for this.
I've been called by a Down syndrome person.
Okay.
Came up to me. I was like, in my teens, I was like, comes up to me, Black Jack! Jack Black!
Oh my goodness. Did you let him believe that you were Jack Black?
I didn't know how to react.
Bro, if someone thought that I was like a famous person, I'd be like, hell yeah, man. That's me.
It just
like,
caught me off guard.
Oh my god, it's Tom Holland. I'm like, sure.
Excuse
sure,
me.
man. I don't look like any
Where do the
famous
similarities begin?
people. I don't look like
Dude,
literally. I can't think of a single famous person that I look like.
Dude, I was in the shops the other day, and someone came up to me and said, "Oh man, are you Zach from the Kiwi And Vegemite Sandwich podcast?" And I looked and went, "Yes."
So
Yes.
true. I am famous, and we do look alike, and people have definitely seen our faces.
Yep, and our voices are very much the same.
Yeah.
No difference.
They were like,
You don't
they,
know
they
who
heard
I
they heard
am.
they heard your voice, and they're like, "Oh my god, are you Zach from the Vegemite podcast?" And you're like, "Are you one of our
Yep.
15 listeners?" And they said,
And then
"Yeah,
we-
small
we
world,
keep-
huh?" And then you punch them in the face, and you're like, "Keep it on the line, you freak."
That's how you deal with fans, alright?
Yeah, you say, "Keep it on the line." I don't want to be parasocial.
You crack them in the nose.
And then while they're unconscious, you steal their phone number and don't stop texting them about how good the interaction was, and they should come on the podcast.
Guest
Yeah.
appearance. Guest appearance.
Dude, you just have so much good chemistry with me after I beat the shit
After I
out of you.
broke
After I
your fucking
literally-
nose.
Yeah, after I left you a bloody mess in the Aldi fucking paper towel aisle. we really got something going here.
Dude, I mean, you were talking to me about how you were gonna buy some dog food for your local dog shelter, and I said I could not care less, and then I hit you with the 15 kg bag you were carrying.
Fucking slam it on top of them.
And I said, "Oops, maybe you should have gotten some of your fellow shelter workers to come with you. Next time, watch your back and bring a second. We're having a duel."
Enjoy the podcast.
You can't sleep there, mate.
You can't see.
While they're unconscious, yes.
You can't park there, mate. Oh, where?
You can't park there, mate. Oh.
Yeah, that's the process. You knock them out, and then you put a kiwi fruit in their mouth, just to remind them.
Oh,
of
you
what
leave a
happened.
calling card.
Yeah, after every person we
Jesus.
brutally beat up for listening to our podcast, we give them a Kiwi and Vegemite sandwich as a show of thanks.
Souvenir.
It's like
Sweet
thanks for listening and letting me beat you up.
Anytime.
Yeah, that's gonna be a Patreon thing. You show up at our house, we beat the crap out of you, and then give you a sandwich and tell you to go home.
Yeah, we say,
Go home and think about what you've done.
congratulations. On
No,
being
go home and
beat
listen
up.
to the podcast.
That too.
Come on, that's the prize.
The Patreon is $500, and then we pay for your plane ticket as well for free.
Pays for our
Yeah.
ticket to come over, beat the crap out of them, and then go home.
Requirements: you can't be more than $500 away from us.
Aw, damn.
Dude, plane tickets are expensive.
Yeah.
I don't even think $500 could
Yeah, no.
bring us together in real life.
Oh, no, surely. One-way trip? I could come.
Oh,
and kick you
okay, I
guys' ass.
suppose a one-way, there's no return.
Okay, if a miscellaneous
Also, and if it was
person would
an
like to give us
off-season as well,
$500.
it'd be too easy. And I'm sure
If
you can find like some
miscellaneous-
bundy-ass plane that'll take you for the cheap.
If an anonymous listener would like to give $500 for us to record all together, so we don't have to clap sync, don't do that, because
Don't tell
I
them!
feel like there's some strings attached.
Guys.
Oh yeah, we're always together. We're all.
No,
we're
I
not
meant
in
about the
fact
clapping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it's like we're all definitely always together. We don't
Yeah,
clap.
Yeah, we're actually right. Like I'm giving Thomas some noogie right now.
Me, my head
You-
hurts.
And it's
scamp.
quite funny to watch.
You silly scamp.
Yeah, I'm giving Frank a little high five at the moment. See that? There's a high five.
That was actually insane.
The
that I
audio
got to witness
was
that.
out of time, I swear.
Oh,
Because I made a
believe that,
noise
man.
too. Oh,
Oh, no.
It's because we have multiple mics, so we
Yeah,
didn't sync
yeah,
up
yeah,
our audio well
it was
enough,
an
so
echo.
it actually picked
It was
picked
an
it up on
echo.
both, yeah.
It's the echo of the room.
Anyways,
Sounds like we're
guys,
in a large
that was
You
the
were in a marble
podcast
hole.
today. I
I think that's all we have for today.
yeah, I think that's all the
Yeah,
time we
we're-
have for today. Actually, guys, they're getting wise to us, and I don't think that's okay.
They're catching on
The
to a
cane's
thing. We've
coming
got
out from behind the curtains to pull me away.
So, guys,
Yeah, the,
thank you for listening to yet another one of our wacky, zany little episodes. And feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And we're shelling.
That'd be much appreciated.
like, comment, subscribe, share, PictoChat, facsimile, PDF, Word doc, spreadsheet, Google
you
Drive,
understand.
Microsoft Teams.
Teams,
Google Meet.
Meet.
Yeah, we got it this time.
Google Slides, Microsoft PowerPoint, everything.
Microsoft Word.
Microsoft, yep.
Ventrilo.
Microsoft Excel.
Vimeo, Imgur, you know the works. Further, check us out on Spotify because
We're there
that's
too.
stuff like we are on Spotify. We might, I don't know. I was thinking of doing Apple Podcasts, but we'll see how that goes.
Guys, you can always
anyone has real
unsubscribe
demand for
if
that
you
sort of thing,
you can't deal with one extra notification a week. You can always unsubscribe. Just subscribe so that we know that you're listening to us, and we'll do anything that we ask you so that we can build an army of you eventually.
And hit the bell icon.
Please, please hit the bell. Oh, if you don't hit it, we're all gonna die.
Ding!
Thanks, guys. Catch you later.
But yeah, see ya.
Alright, see ya.
Bye.